Good evening, everyone. Just wanted to do a quick garden tour. So here's one of the melon and okra beds. You can see the watermelon has really taken off since I last did a video on it. And it's because I have increased the water. I also fertilized them because I could tell that they needed a boost in nitrogen. So for this size right here, this area, I've been watering about 2.5 to 3 gallons a day because this heat has just been horrible lately. And here's a look at the tomatoes. As you can see, this actually does need some water this evening, and they are starting to put on more. And there's some more on the other side there. I've been watering these about, I don't know, 2 gallons a day. Here's some corn and okra as well as cucumbers. The cucumbers are doing best inside, planted with the the corn plants, because they get a break from the heat. There's some watermelon that I recently planted. Those would not be, I wouldn't be harvesting those until at least early September. Here's some more melon vines here, and the melons are actually starting to put on, as I'll show you. But first I want you to take a look at the sequoias. They have just grown a ton since I planted them back in March. They got the tail end of the cold weather here, and they've been dealing with all this really bad heat. Been having to water them daily as well. But they've like grown 3-4 times their size. Here I have sunflower plants. As you'll remember from the last videos, these are the purple ones. Those are the burnt orange ones, and they are getting buds on them, so I figure they're probably a couple weeks from flowering. Here we have cucumber plants. They have not started putting on quite yet. Shouldn't be too much longer though. The watermelons are putting on. I'll show you this one right here. I think that's a Charleston Gray. As we move over to this bed, here we have a mix of pumpkins. There may be some cantaloupe, but I think it's just pumpkins and watermelon. I wanted to show you this. There's one. And I found earlier, maybe it was over here. Yep, there it is. I believe that's a Jubilee. Those are the oblong shaped ones. The Charleston and the Sugar Babies are the round ones. Jubilee are the large ones that you get from the store that weigh, I don't know, 20-30 pounds. So that'll be interesting to see just what all comes from that. Got the poor beans right here that keep getting picked off by the grasshoppers. Have okra here, and check that out. First buds coming up, so it won't be too much longer. The okra will be flowering. Be harvesting that in probably a few weeks from now. And yeah, the melons are just doing really well. The most recent bed I've planted is this one right here, and it's a mix of corn with cantaloupe and some cucumbers. I did have carrots right here, but I think it's honestly just too hot, and I'm having to water this at least twice a day because it just keeps drying out. So yeah, not expecting the carrots to come up now. If they do, it'll be a nice surprise. Here you have the bell peppers. Got the corn mixed with the cucumbers, and have Congo watermelon right there. It's like Jubilee, it's the oblong shaped ones. And have some Sugar Baby watermelons coming up there. Again, I wouldn't be harvesting those till around September, but the watermelons that I showed you should start getting those in like 2 to 3 weeks. So anyway, that's about it. There are a couple other garden areas, but I think that's where I'll stop today's video. I just wanted to show you a quick tour of the garden. And anyway, hope y'all have a great weekend and talk to you later.